Hello. You're back. PNG Tuber, why are you not moving? PNG Tuber, why are you not? There you go. There you go. How are we all doing tonight? Hopefully well. I see PNG Tuber is being a bit of a narc today. But that is fine. So basic concept for the stream is figuring out schedule and also games in general be playing in the future. Maybe do some thumbnails and then probably see about making stuff for end stream, an end stream title card or so. You also have food, so I'm gonna be eating a little bit. Yeah. Thing is about the schedule for this week. So I figured out my stream schedule is mostly going to be Monday, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday. Except there's a exception for this week because it is the last session of chemotherapy I currently have scheduled. So I will probably not be streaming this Friday because that is the day after the chemotherapy, and as it has turned out a number of last few times, I don't feel great after chemotherapy. Surprise. So we probably won't be streaming Friday. We didn't stream Monday because I was also kind of sicky. I might stream Saturday, then we're streaming today. If I stream Saturday, I'll probably just end up streaming more Spiro. Trying to finish off World 1. Or World 1? Game 1. That way next time we play we can get into 2. Hello, Joe Monkey Man. How are you doing tonight? Nice and close. So yeah, we're not streaming Friday. Skipped Monday because I did not feel good. And streaming Tuesday. I might stream Saturday, but it all depends on how I feel. But I wouldn't mind streaming some low-key Spyro, potentially. We'll see. But I also gotta think of stuff to stream for the week after. I do want Mondays to kind of get into a schedule of Mondays being the... Here, we'll actually do it this way. We want to get in the schedule of Monday being a drawing. I think having that as like a little tradition would be nice to do. Also helps keep my drawing muscles up and ready. I keep Saturday as Spyro days until we end up finishing it. But I want to figure out what to do. At least for like stuff to play in general. A couple things pop to mind. I have Digimon Cyber Sleuth. Which is a game I have had for a while, but never really played it, so I thought that would be a good idea. I remember I got 3 years ago, and I have not touched it. And I feel like streaming would be a good excuse to finally get into it and play it. But both of these also just feel like, well, like it. And I want to get something going where I just kind of play and mess around in the game for a while. AC Dungeons is one I really enjoy. Because that's an easy game to just like pop in and out. Has great music to listen to in the background as well. Spire. Never go wrong with some Slay the Spire. Even though the way I kind of enjoy Slay the Spire now is a little bit weird. Because the way I play Slay the Spire is I just do a custom game of a sealed deck and just try and win with a starter deck. It's silly, but you know. I've played some of Hades 2. Did it flash again? I've played some of Hades 2, but never actually beat it. Well, beat it. Hey Josh! Ooh woo, Slay Hunter works Skinny Legend Versace house down boots. Ooh woo. Happy to see you here. Also, if you guys have any thoughts or feelings regarding the whole ideas for games to play, please let me know. Epic, that's the musical, right? Oh shit, for some reason it's a top chat, not live chat. Yeah, I heard a lot of people are really into it. I am not super familiar myself. Yeah, that's just the chat that shows up. Originally, I had it set to where it was always there, but it does kind of get in the way of certain stuff for like some games, so I thought to make it so it just pops up there for a second and then goes away after a bit. But there you are, you're up on the screen. Other games to potentially play. I mean, one game that you can always just start a new one for whenever you want to, Strawdew, is a Stardew Valley. You can't really go wrong with the comfiness of that game. is very something easily I could do. I haven't played that since last year, so I didn't really play much of the new update. I would have to purchase it, but I don't think it's going to be that expensive. So I'd be down for some binding. That's another roguelike one that we can fit into this stuff over here. Other things I could do. Oh, right. I was thinking, Sly Cooper. I could do Octopath Traveler. I have that available on the Switch. I have played some of it, but not all of it, because it's a big-ass game. So that is possible, but that would have to be a multi-stream kind of deal, which is like, this would be a long stream, this would be long stream stuff. This one. The first person I picked. Oh god, it's been a long while since I played that. I think I picked the wizard guy first. I forget his name. By the way, phrasing it, who is your first is crazy. But I think I picked wizard guy first, then Ulbrich, his old man Yowie. And I think I actually picked Cyrus, that was who. Primrose was the dancer, right? I really liked Primrose too from the little bit I played of it. And obviously, I have a bit of an attachment to Tressa due to org stuff, but also I'm thinking old school Yu-Gi-Oh games like Duelist O Roses / Forbidden Orb or Forbidden Memories. But honestly, Duels of the Roses and Forbidden Memories are pretty quick and simple. I've played them before, so I could probably beat those in a stream. Also, Stardew Valley, technically speaking, is a multi-stream one, but people can kind of pick up and watch Stardew Valley whenever. Because, like, it's Stardew Valley. You're not really... There's no real, like, plot progression in it. Even though there technically is, but there's not really. Oh, I could do, like... No. Supermassive games genre? Could you elaborate? Oh, those guys. I don't know. I think I know, like, the twists for Until Dawn and the Quarry. So it wouldn't really be as impactful. But you know, it'd be fun. Getting some friends on stream and doing a monster prom. Either 1 or 2, or even 3. I need to get 3 still, but I have 1 and 2. But getting some friends on and have us do silly voices for the characters. I also, another long stream idea would be oh, I know you have some silly ass voices in your brain, Josh. The Great Ace Attorney could be another long form series I do, because I've played only like the first case of that. Silly. I've played the first case of Great Ace Attorney, so I would have to restart from the beginning. That's as far as I got, so I want to go ahead and go back and maybe finish that. Let's see, what else do we got here? Well, I eat some very excellently made chili, might I add. I could do Darkest Dungeon, because I have some friends who are really into Darkest Dungeon. And I might go ahead and just try to give it the old honest college try. Even though aesthetically it's not really my thing. May as well try. I'm literally just like going down my Steam list right now, thinking. Oh yeah, I definitely have emulators on deck that I could potentially use. That's where the Duels of the Rose and Forbidden Memories and Sly Cooper come in. I also, another one I could potentially do a long series of, but I kind of have to talk to my roomie about it, is Yakuza. That's a game I started, but I haven't really got very far into it. I know Yakuza 0 is like a big game. But I would need to borrow my roomie's what's it called? Xbox. Because I would like to be able to play it without actually having to buy it on Steam myself, even though I could. One game I was thinking of is Paper Mario, the Thousand-Year Door. The new one specifically. Or the remake, I should... Oh god, what's it called again? It's not a remake, it's a... remaster. That's the word. I wouldn't mind playing the remaster of Paper Mario Thousand-Year Door. I have played the original, but like... Yes, it's remastered. Thank you. I would really like to play that game. And I could play a bunch of Switch games, honestly, since I have that on deck. I'm also interested in whatever they're going to do with that Pokemon Showdown thing that they're going to put out. And how that'll work. Like, do you have to transfer from your actual games? Because if you don't, then I might check that out, but I'm assuming you're going to have to transfer from your actual games, so... Is the music fine, by the way? I feel like it's a little bit loud. I don't have Super Monkey Ball, but we can always check that out. It's one of those games I've never really gotten into, and I think I could do that in a stream. Monkey Ball. I went through all of my Steam list. That covers that. So anything with a mark, I'm probably going to save until after I complete Spyro. Oh, I've actually played Wild Frost. It's a fun game. That could be a easy, like a little one-off that I play some more of. But I have played that one off stream. So I'm not very good at it. I've beaten the game like twice of the runs that I've had. But like I said, I'm not very good at it. It's the problem. I'm very excited for Slay the Spire 2 whenever that comes out. That's definitely going on the, like, be prepared for when Slay the Spire 2 comes out for me to do nothing but play Slay the Spire 2 the entire time. Because I'm in love with that game. In fact, it is probably the first game I have had where I have passed 1,000 hours total of playtime. And that's just on Steam. I definitely have even more time passed with, if you include the fact that I also purchased the phone version and the Switch version. So, I've played plenty of Slay the Spire. I mean, I have 1,000 hours passed, and I still haven't, like, technically speaking, beat the game by beating the heart or doing Ascension 20. But, I don't know. I like the way you play the game anyway, so. Alright, dinner done. So seriously thinking here. I think what I will do... And this is next week we're talking about, because this week, obviously, today was drawing. And then... Oh, I just realized you guys can't see my cursor on here, can you? Let's fix that. So you can... Wait, no, it does say capture cursor. Never mind. Maybe it's just hard to see. Whatever. But today we're drawing and scheduling, and then I am not streaming Friday because, excuse me, I'm having chemotherapy the day before, and I'm usually pretty out of it on Fridays, so I'm probably not going to stream. I might stream on Saturday with finishing up Spyro 1. Just to get that out of the way. But it all depends on how good I feel. So we'll see how that works out. But for the week after, I should be okay by Monday to do just another chill kind of drawing stream. And if we do finish the end screen this stream, I will probably do something a little bit different. Maybe do like chat requests for stuff within reason. I won't do certain chat requests. I'll do like still little character chat requests. You know, not Balto's feet being cleaned by that shrimp from Finding Nemo, as was previously requested. So I'm thinking we could do some dicey on Tuesday because it is one of my favorite games and I really enjoy it. Excuse me, goodness. And honestly, I might just start a new Stardew Valley save. Yeah, this is a schedule for the week of March 30th to April 5th. since like I was saying, my last chemotherapy session with a large asterisk of hopefully is this week. But yeah, I think this is what we'll end up doing. You know what is interesting? I know there's a couple of people who they have their schedule up as like a waiting room. Let me turn on this music. Actually, it's a little. There we go. I know there are some people who make like an actual schedule graphic. I still haven't made one yet, and I don't know if I really want to. 1 year anniversary surgery. Congratulations, Josh. Happy 1 year to your surgery. I lift my drink to you. Yeah, hopefully by this time next year we're celebrating a 1 year anniversary of being done with chemo. The whole thing is like if I go 2 years without any further developments of tumors or cancer, I will be at the same level of risk that normal people are for cancer. Which is really nice to think about. But of course, everything comes with a giant asterisk on it right now. Because, you know, I had the same likelihood of getting cancer as other people when I first got cancer. So, yeah. Yeah. So the children were urine for the dungeons, and then the children would urine for the farms. For our streams next week. I do realize I'm streaming on April Fool's Day then, but I am praying that no one does anything stupid because I hate that holiday with a burning passion. It is not fun. I do not enjoy it. So I think to start off, we'll go ahead and do a we will do a thumbnail for Dicey Dungeons and then Stardew Valley, because I already have one for Spyro. I might also draw a new one for Spyro, but I can always just put a big old number 2 on the thumbnail, even though it's not Spyro 2, it's just Spyro 1, the second part. And I do also have the same. I did the same thumbnail lit for this drawing stream as I did the one before, but there's I feel like there's only so much you can really do for drawing in terms of thumbnails. But we'll work on it. But I also want to think, what should I do for another series of streams after Spyro? Because honestly, I really like Spyro 2. I could see myself honestly sitting down to basically finish that game all in one day, because it is my favorite of the Spyro trilogy. So if you know what, I actually haven't played that much Crash Bandicoot or Jak and Daxter. I also think I have the Insane trilogy purchased on Switch. So, Insane Trio. That is only one that could potentially be a couple of streams, but focusing on Spyro. I think I could do one Saturday where I just do Spyro 2, another Saturday where I just do Spyro 3, and then finish it off by doing another long stream where I just 100% all 3 games. It was weird how it just flashed black. But in terms of, so like one thing I probably wouldn't do it because I still have to ask my roommate about Yakuza 2 or Yakuza 0 and being able to borrow the Xbox during that time that I want to stream. So this one probably not. I'd have to purchase Paper Mario Thousand Year Door, so we're gonna hold off on that. I've admittedly been pretty Digimon pilled as of late, So I think probably the next long series of streams that I do after Spyro is going to be Digimon. At the very least, I'm going to check it out with one stream, and then if I like it, I'll continue. If I don't, I'll probably hop in. Oh my gosh, excuse me. Something else. Yeah. I have gotten really into Digimon because I am part of a D&D campaign, Digimon as a base. I will say, I do think I think in terms of tabletop RPGs, the system is pretty broken. It's very like either you blow them up immediately or they blow you up immediately. And there's a lot of bullshit. I say this because the last time I played it, so my Digimon that my tamer uses is called Marine Bullmon. He's basically this big old bipedal slug mollusk creature who has like a water arm cannon and like a huge cannon on the back covered up by like a mollusk. He's a cool guy. I like him. He is a silly little fella, to be sure. But my job basically is to be the healer. And I do have one attack that is basically there just to apply a debuff to the enemies. So I launched the debuff at the group of enemies, which I roll shittily on and don't hit anyone. And they all proceed to drop multiple nuclear missiles on my poor guy, and I die in one turn. And I went first, so this is the first thing that happens the whole game. So for the whole like combat for that session. So I just sat there the rest of the time and being like, well, what now? So, what now? So needless to say, that has scared me off from ever touching the forever using that attack ever again. I am going to sit back and just be the heal bitch now. But admittedly, all Digimon from the session have really caused me to be like interested in Digimon lately. So that's probably going to be the next long for one if I like Digimon Cyber Sleuth. It is an RPG and I tend to like RPGs. So but definitely it's going to be like I'm thinking Monday's going to be drawing days, Tuesday can be like rogue days. Friday is just variety, whatever I feel like. And Saturday is the multi-parters in terms of stream stuff. Tuesday Tussles. That's a good title. Well, I mean, if I hear Tuesday Tussles in terms of video games, I probably would immediately think fighting games, to be honest with you. That sounds like something a like local comic shop would call their like fighting game day. It's like Tuesday Tussle, like something relative like that. But I do also see it for roguelikes and roguelites. Yeah. Nearly choked on my soda. Well, it's less soda, more like sparkling juice, but flavored juice. Ay. Okay. I'm probably gonna keep this. Just so I have this to refer to again. But for now, let's get started on... You know what, actually, let's do the ending screen. And then just a little Vivian in the lower corner. What do you mean? You mean like for the Paper Mario streams? I mean, Fran's right. It's shout out Vivian. Yeah. Gotcha. So, ending screen. We're gonna move on to that now. I want the two come up. See. Oh, yeah, sure. I have to bring up Vivian. I kind of know what she looks like, but I know it's not the left corner, like you said, but see, this is an example of like what I could do for character requests for an upcoming draw day. The hair poop is actually supposed to be bigger. Shout out to our trans icon, Viviana. Oh. She is quite adorable, and I do love her as well. Shout out Flurry. She's the diva. Okay, so now concepts for a ending screen. Could do something as simple as just waving a goodbye in the middle of the screen. That's a little bit too simple for me. Oh no. I mean, sometimes simplicity is key, but then I think about like what I have for the background and whatnot. I am unsure. One idea I had as well was the divas being the female versions of the hustlers. It's like kind of a top-down perspective on like a grassy knoll, if you will, just grass, but just some snoozing going on. Honestly, it wouldn't really be that position. It would be more forward facing, if anything. Oh, you know what would be a good idea, actually? Would be weighing down on like a hill of sorts. And then have there be like a little breathing animation. Whatnot. Actually, what I probably would do is just have, you know, doink, doink, doink. Thank you. Have the arms behind the head. Hold on. There we go. Little tail poking out over here. And let's see. Obviously, we got a little worm poking the head out. Clouds passing by in the background. Couple of flowers. Bookworm. No, it's just a brainworm, currently speaking. Although there is, in fact, justice for Yzma, trending on Twitter right now. Hmm. Let's see here. And obviously it would be the clouds kind of, well, it probably wouldn't be the clouds actually moving very much. It would just be uh hello to you too, Gomez. I don't know what you're saying. I guess I'm putting someone else in tune out, huh? Go away. I am confused. What did they say? I wonder. Crazy. I will say, this is the most I've had to do that. I didn't really have to do that very much besides once back on the blue site. Ah, horrible drawing. I mean, it is just a sketch. I don't know what that person was thinking. Quite rude, don't you think? Thank you very much, Josh. I appreciate that. Well, anyway. That's over with. Let's go ahead and start the draw. Stabilizer, because I am, as we all know, according to Gomez, a horrible drawer. Horrible artiste, one could say. You may have missed it, but a user by the name of Tilde Gomez came into the chat and started speaking in Spanish, I believe. No, Portuguese, excuse me. I don't want to be offensive to Gomez. And said, horrible drawing. Hold on. What was the next stage? Horrible drawing, tossing and turning. I don't know what that means. But, First hater, live and in color. We had the first Gracie person come in with the one guy who wanted the drawings of Balto having that free skin, and now we have the first hater. And I'm just some little guy. I'm just some little mole drawing on the internet. Who could predict such things happen to me? It's honestly funny to me more than anything. I'm not like upset about it. It's like, okay, you're the one wasting your time, Gomez. I'm just out here doodling. Gomez. I mean, clearly if someone's sad enough where they have to go into a very small streamer's stream and insult them, then you know what? That's on them. I feel bad for them more than anything, truly. Because, like, I personally speaking can't imagine doing that to someone. Like, I can't imagine being so angry at someone or at life in general to just go in and be like, I'm going to go into this random ass stream that I know nothing about and insult them. But maybe that's just me being well adjusted. Who knows? You can never really tell with some people now, can you? Oh, wait, hold on. I'm dumb. It's a view on a video. It's a view on this, so I really can't, like, complain at this point. He is contributing to what he so apparently hates. Oh, right, I also have to do the flower on the hat. Gotta get rid of this stuff. I don't think I'm going to keep the grass and whatnot in this hill here to be like black outlines per se. Might change it to be a different color eventually, but we will keep this as is for now. I know the background's gonna be just honestly, I might do it like a setting sun almost. Yeah, I might do like a setting sun actually, because I'm mostly streaming in the evenings anyway, so having it be daytime goodbye stream is a little bit dishonest, one could say. Ooh. But I'm actually gonna go ahead and do, let's open up the pit. The pit being stream, thank you. This. To grab colors for. Oops, no. So you make it simpler on myself, and so I don't have to keep copying it. Pasting, we're just gonna do this. Don't have to keep switching back and forth. Wait, yeah, the dealio. Hold the phone microphone. There we go. Martians aren't amazing on this, to be H, but eh. The little heckin' schmeckin' toe beans, indeed. Thank you for enjoying them. I really enjoyed this music, actually. It's chill hop, I think. I mean, it is just lo-fi hip-hop radio. Beats to study slash reacts to, but it's like it's the raccoon one. It's not the lo-fi girl necessarily. It's chill hop instead, which I think is a little bit more my vibe. TBH. And there we go. Honestly, this worm's a bit fat, actually. It's a bit of a large ass worm over here. Let me see about reducing its size, actually. And he's still fat, he's just smaller now. He's on Ozempic. They put the drugs in the soil to turn the frickin' worms skinny. This is why I love you, Josh. You are about one of the most unserious people I know. And I love that for you. That is too. That's the thing. If you spend time actually being way too serious about yourself and overthinking shit, then like that is a recipe for disaster, I feel. Like at a certain point, you really gotta just give up the ghost and be like, if people will think whatever the hell they want to think, and that is fully not my problem. Wait. Who cares? Who cares? I'm actually gonna get some Shout out Candy Ho. Who cares? That's what I'm saying. Wake it up, Josh. You know what? Actually, I need to put these on a different layer because I'm planning to make them move around actually in the little animation I'm going to do for them. Maybe it should be a color. It should be a color in between these two. But yeah, you really just can't give a shit about what people think about you. Because if you do, you will drive yourself insane. And also, one thing I found to be quite unproductive is sincerely thinking about like talking bad about yourself in order to prevent other people talking bad about you from getting to you, because all that succeeds in doing is just talking shit about yourself, which is not fun. Like, it's not fun to talk shit about yourself, because then you're the one's talking shit and it's just a call is coming from inside the house, truly and honestly. Like, wake up, America. Give me 1 second, I gotta do something quick. Yeah, that is true. I mean, there is a difference between self-loathing, making fun of yourself, and like doing it for a laugh. But I mean more so like making fun of yourself in your own head. Like, I'm all for making fun of yourself for oh god, that was loud. Hold on. I need to put Discord to IMD now, D&D while I stream. I think 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Let's do 2 more. Yeah, that looks good. But we also need to make the color of the grass. We also need to make grass not just one huge blob per se. We're gonna add some color, some nice green color. Add some light yellow green into it as well. Do a little bit of a textured look so it looks like honestly, doing it like this kind of gives me Animal Crossing like lore vibes, which I'm a big fan of. I think that looks good, actually. Now, let's see here. Oop. No, go away. Yeah, so far so good, I think. I do want to add some flowers into here as well. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I can hear my roomie sing from the other room, which is always fun to hear. Oh, let's go to here. I can't have it overlap the grass too much. I'm having it up the grass too much. Sorry if Fire Alpaca keeps like randomly cutting in and out. I look over sometimes it's and the screen like looks like it's going like black, and I don't know why it does that. Maybe it's like refreshing and it's trying to catch up. Race? Wait, did I say race, or are you just randomly bringing up that one clip of Peppermint that makes me cackle every single time? Truly, honestly, I think no one is funny as Peppermint when she's not trying to be funny. Well, I mean, she is trying to be funny there, actually. But I really love the unintentional comedic silence. You said black, so I said old race. Yeah, fair enough. You know what? No, I am gonna leave. I'm not a huge Nicki fan, but I can't help but quote that because it is so funny to me. You know what? No, I am gonna leave. Stomp, stomp, stomp. I'm more of a Miss the Stallion girly when it comes to the rap divas. I do find her one clip of Megan Thee Stallion's one clip where it's for like her in high school being like, it's discrimination to nerds. It's racism against nerds. It's just like, honestly, so true. She's queen of the weebs, if you ask me. That's mother. Oh god, Kiki Palmer is like a walking, I don't want to say walking meme machine because ew, but to me she's like her ability to just say shit is unparalleled, truly and honestly. We're gonna move this flower. No, I did not mean to do that. We're gonna move this flower over here though. Back down you go. I know it ain't the stallion. And the recent one she did where she's talking about fucking she's talking about defying gravity and Cynthia singing it, calling it calling it a slavery song is so out of pocket. It is so funny. Like, she will just say shit sometimes. So if you care to find me, look to the western skies or whatever. I could not hit it. I'm wanting to get better at singing, TBH, but I don't think I'm at defying gravity levels of singing at the moment, so can't exactly say I'd be like open to singing that. I'll stick to Into the Woods kind of talk singing for now, thank you. I have in fact seen Miss Broski and Miss Broski and Miss Trixie, Miss Patel do the SpongeBob and the Squidward makeup. Beryl, hi. Why does it not surprise me, Beryl, that your icon here on YouTube is in fact a rabbit? You can't go wrong, truly. You do need to start drawing again. I recommend everyone draws. I recommend they draw so they don't do it is the barrel. It is the barrel. I told Beryl, like, hey, by the way, I'm starting to stream again. Wink wink, nudge nudge. You know what? We don't judge Beryl by their Don Quixotes. We judge Beryl by their gifting me 2 games at Christmas. If you can't love Beryl at their Don Quixotes, you don't deserve them at their gifting you 2 games at Christmas for no reason besides the fact that they want to do so. We do love Beryl. We stand Beryl in this household. You don't get the fuck out of here. All right. That's the grass stuff basically done. Let's get rid of you. You're unnecessary now because we've already done the drawing. But yeah, this is a new thing where streaming with Beryl, Juniper Jezebel has taken a rain check. They've gone out to pasture, so to speak. Mostly because of the whole cancer thing and me wanting to do something new and fresh, and that new and fresh thing being how's it look, by the way? Still looks good. And me want to do something new and fresh, and also embracing my Zedithan, Spiritithan nature. Embracing the mole of it all. Okay, so now we're gonna do a sunset. But yes, bro, you should get into drawing. I recommend everyone draws because you should draw and you should never use AI art. Mortal enemy AI art. This time it is personal. start with this kind of orangey red color. Orangey red enough. It's a fine line here. Ah! Attack with the sudden fucking change. I need to zoom out for this then. Do some pink in there at the bottom and some purple as well. Yeah, that's the vibe we're going with. Sunset kind of vibes. Also need to put some lighter shades up here, top white. Can't go wrong with the airbrush, truly and honestly. Honestly, what we could do is kind of... This needs to be darker down here, honestly. Oop, that is the wrong layer. Yikers, yikers. Let's get rid of that layer so we don't make that mistake again for a bit. You know what I just watched yesterday that was really good? Elemental. That's one that has been showing up in my like YouTube shorts a lot lately, and I was just like, you know what? Yes, I am gonna watch Elemental. Because it seems really cute. And you know what? It was really fucking cute. Highly recommend. It does feel a little bit rushed at times. But I liked it. Yeah, I would say that's good. The only thing now is binge all of Steven Universe. Oh, nice. I really enjoy Steven Universe. I know Steven Universe gets like a lot of flack for whatever reason nowadays. Mostly I think because of Future. I don't think it's anything to be ashamed about. It's definitely a very here we go. We're gonna add some of that deep rich color to actually hold on. What we need to do is hold off on that. Bring this up here. Put that both in here. Can I do a clipping for a folder? I can actually, yes. Diva. It's definitely one of those shows that nowadays I think people are like, they're a bit iffy on the product as a whole due to the the existence of Steven. Did you watch Steven Universe Future as well, or just like the main series? Because I think like the last bits of the series plus like the last season or so, yeah, I could definitely understand the argument that people have of like, oh, Steven Universe should have finished after the movie, and I kind of agree with that. It did feel like but I like the story behind Steven Universe Future and really examining the tropes that came alongside of Steven Universe and the consequences of those tropes. Of like, oh, we're having this literal child have to face all this. Oh, I don't like that color actually on that. Yeah, I would recommend Steven Universe Future. I'm not gonna like spoil it or anything, but it's an interesting dive into tropes. That I think makes for an interesting watch. But Steven Universe in general, I would say it feels a bit rushed towards the end, but I enjoy it for what it is worth. And I honestly feel like I know some people are like, oh, you can skip the bitch city. That's my city actually, bitch city. You can skip. Why can I not speak English coherently today? You can skip the beach city episodes, but I like them. I like having that kind of like filler, one could call it. I don't see anything wrong with it personally. Yeah. The thing is, though, I remember hearing from our interview with Rebecca Sugar, they were like, she could have continued with the series if she wanted to. But she felt that the story was finished after Future. Which I think is fair. Hold on. So that's the multiply. Go D&D, my good friend. Say hello to all the D&D girlies for me. Thank you for lurking though. I think if you want to lurk, you can mute the tab itself, not the video. And that should be fine. And if you just have like a sliver of the video open so it keeps like playing, because I think if you close out the tab is inactive for long enough, it will no longer count you as a viewer. Not that I really care too much about like, oh, I gotta get all these viewers in, but you know, if you would like to support the divas and the dolls, that is something you can do. But yes, please have fun, and please let everyone know I say hi. Okay. I think this actually looks pretty good, honestly. We're gonna add some clouds here. They're not gonna be fully white clouds. They're gonna be like kind of pinkish purplish kind of, because that's how clouds typically end up looking during the sunset vibes. Also, do we wanna no, I'm gonna do it in actually, what if I do it in pencil? Hold on. Am I cooking something here, chat? Chat, let me cook. Let me kiosk. Nope. Don't let me cook. Actually. Just do it in crayon. Crayon. Hold on. Actually. There we go. That looks like a nice little cloud. Paradise emoji. Holla. Actually, now I think about it. Text phone. I forgot to take my medicine. Shout out to my fucking medicine app reminding me constantly, like, oh, by the way, bitch, you thought you took your medicine? No, you didn't. You didn't take your food like you're supposed to. In truth, I think you're just supposed to take it, like, when you have food in your stomach. I don't think I need to actually take it with my food. But here we are. I will be very happy when I'm off sick medicine as well. Although I don't know exactly. It's going to be questioned. I have to remind myself to ask these questions at this next doctor's appointment. Alongside chemotherapy, being like, when do I stop taking the medicine? Because, you know. I love that nice, fresh, medicine-y taste. Yeah, I don't think this is very bad. One could even call it good. I'm gonna drop the opacity on that though a little bit. I don't want it to be like so harsh that like mutes the original colors too much. It's a little bit. It's fine to have it more up on the grass stuff though. And then above this, there's just going to be some writing. Hold on, actually. Drop it on the half side. I'm going to slightly adjust this so it actually is kind of all on the same level as the C. S. See? I know my letters apparently. That. Okay. I think that is the base of that actually done. Yippee. So now I just have to add the parts of it that will move. I think what I'm going to do is just do a very small, slight animation here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have 3 versions of the text. What I do for that is I literally, nope, that's the wrong layer. Wrong layer award goes to me. Because I literally just, okay, hold on. Do this. Because I want to go for kind of like that the best way I could describe it is like boiling line kind of style that you would see in Ed, Edd n Eddy. Where everything is basically the exact same, except there's slight variations. Here. Come on. Yeah, it works. And then, okay, that's yeah. It's Sia. She's come out from the Beyonce's basement. Sia B. And then this is Sia A. So that variation is done. I'm only gonna do 3 of each of what I want to actually move. And this all is fine. But I am gonna do is I am gonna have the whiskers here. Oh shit. Background. Chat. Background. Shit. Oh. Fudge. Hold on, I can fix this, I think. I should have been thinking about this. I didn't. Oh shit. Fuck. I honestly was thinking to myself too, like, oh, I need to take out stuff to make it less crazy looking, and then I completely did not do that. So okay, that looks good. But I also need to do that with the grass tendrils and this stuff. It's a lot less pronounced here, so I guess do that. Do that. I said do that. Okay. That one is like barely visible down there. Okay. Leave that there. Thank you. There's a whiskers E. And then guess what? Whiskers C. All right, back up the crayon. Okay, okay. We're Diva doing it. Now this next part is going to be probably the most annoying part. Because I gotta do all the individual grass pieces I was doing before. Have all of them scooch around, scoocherelli around. Start from the same starting. Yeah, I need to start from the same starting point. Really, is the thing. For the most part, should be fine. I fudge it a little bit sometimes. Also, I was thinking to myself the other day, because I was just like, I don't want to listen to stuff on the stream and eventually get monetized. And I remembered I'm not monetized. So I could probably have, I don't necessarily need to care about that too much. Although I don't want it to get to the point where, like, the stream is, like, silent because I am listening to something that the dark overlords of YouTube do not want me to listen to on stream. Okay, that's that. And for grassy. Get it? Grassy? Grassy? Anyway. This is the artistic process in style, everyone. I think I might actually save thumbnails for next week or next week. AKA the Dicey Dungeons and the Stardew Valley stuff that will be saved for another rainy day. But honestly, I don't know what Gomez was thinking, but I kind of popped off. If only Gomez could see me now, but he can't. I think even Gomez would admit this is good. And honestly, at the end of the day, that's who I'm trying to impress. Okay, I also want to do a boiling line thing with the flowers. Oops, wrong layer. I wonder how many times I have to make that mistake. What else? What else have I been doing up to recently? is having a tummy ache. Honestly, I think I can notch my stomach ache yesterday, the nausea, to doing too much at work, letting the fatigue fuck me over. Unfortunately. Because the way it was before is I could do a whole thing of putting away stock myself. But now, unfortunately, I do like one small pallet of stock and my body goes, you are doing too much. The robot you are piloting is breaking down as we speak. So let's slow your roll a little bit. And I go, fuck, all right, fine, whatever you say, boss. Okay, we're gonna do the lines first, and then we're gonna do the colors later. Okay, flower C. Let's start from over here. True. Honestly, me in anything ever, you are doing too much. I mean, I say that, but I feel like, you know what? I feel like the pandemic kind of ruined so many people, but I genuinely feel like I kind of got better with the pandemic, which is crazy. Like, for example, like everyone was just like stuck at home. My ass, meanwhile, was still stuck working. Because for some, I was the man in the ice cream cone being like, how the fuck am I an essential worker? That was me. Yeah. I've like done a couple of Discord orgs, but there's just too much. Yeah, I worked through the whole pandemic as well. It was also awful because like pussy ass fucking upper management being like having a mask mandate, but then pulling back on it. And it's just like, no, people should be wearing a mask when they come into our store. If anything else, it should be for our safety. Because we're stuck doing this all day. For these, working at a battery shop during the pandemic was awful. Because you have these you're like, how am I an essential? How is me putting watch batteries into these elderly people's watches essential work? I am just asking a question. And the question is, what are we doing here? Like, why do I need to put these watch batteries into these people's watches? They don't need that. And I think the argument that was made was like, oh, but we also provide like car batteries, and we might provide car batteries to like an ambulance. It's just like, no ambulance has like car batteries to random people. Yeah, sure. But also they could just do that online. You can just order a battery online. We get the order. We go, okay, noted. And then we could install the battery without you ever leaving your fucking car if you really wanted that. But then like, I don't know. It was just dumb. It was just really, really dumb. And really, really annoying. But what can you do? It happened. It happened and we move on. But I honestly feel like I got so much better mentally during or at least after the pandemic. Because I kind of did not, I wasn't like too crazy. The Pan Demi Lovato. The Pandemi. But it was crazy to me for so many people to be like, I have to like stay at home now. Like, because I was just like, I'm still going out and having to work every fucking day. Like, what are we doing here? And we didn't even implement like a would have made sense to implement some kind of like fucking like online order thing. We kind of did that, but you know, whatever. You know what the pandemic did ruin though? Survivor. I mean, the Survivor was already getting fucked up because of the fucking Edge of Extinction thing. No, you're right. Survivor does reek, Josh. It reeks. I don't know. I just like it was crazy how so many people apparently got into Survivor due to the pandemic. Meanwhile, I'm sitting over here being like. Yeah, we need to experience the Josh experience on Survivor. Venus in parentheses gay this time, from what I've heard. Like I said, I haven't actually watched the show, but I hear Venus is a mess. So I feel that for you. I feel the mess energy from you for you. Right, the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory one. That is a crazy ass concept for a show. Like what? Like that to me is just like, oh, this is a crazy ass Netflix show that there's gonna be like one season of. Yeah, like who is like into Charlie and Chocolate Factory in our current year? Like I don't know, but to me, like post-pandemic, what character I identify with, I already know your answer. I know your answer for you, quite frankly. Like, baby, it's a Glustus Gloop. Like, right? Am I wrong? Fucking Grandpa Joe, please. Please. You didn't say Augustus Gloop. This is my 13th reason now. I can't believe I was so wrong. Like, come on, babes. What character did you say then? Well, isn't the whole thing with Veruca is she is a bitch who gets what she wants, but she doesn't have to work for it. Her whole thing is that she's just spoiled. I mean, I don't think it's a bad answer per se. Like, you know, if I was a casting producer and I saw someone say that, I'd be like, okay. Fair. But I feel like if they want to go for the Veruca Salt archetype, they're gonna probably catch some like super snobby rich girl. But yeah, I can't wait for you to get on that show and then Trixie and Katya react to that show. I can't, like, I want that to happen for you just to see what they say about you. You could be the next, like, the one person from Glow Up. They won't hate you. They The gays that they hated, like the obnoxious, like the one from the circle date that they were talking about, the one that was a real ass bitch in a fake ass world. Like, you're not that level of gay. Like, I don't know, someone who is like all. I feel like the gays that are easy to hate on there. A skinny legend. True. That's why you can't identify with Augustus Gloop. You're a skinny legend. I do wonder if they're gonna cast like a big cast for that, or if it's gonna be like a tiny little cast, like much like the set of children. Not stupid enough to fall in the river. That's what I'm saying. Like, how are you drinking from a river and then fall in, like, accidentally? Like, what are you doing with your life, Augustus Gloop? That you fall into a river made of chocolate like that. Like, get your shit together, Carl. Honestly, if it pops off though, I wouldn't mind if they do a whole like Netflix series of like reality TV show competitions based off of Ronald Dahl books. Like, let's get the Matilda competition series. Let's get the witches. Like, I would love a witches competition reality show where it's just a bunch of. I'm the giant peach. You're James who ate giant peach, actually. But yeah, they could do like a James and the Giant Peach kind of stuff. American Horror Story, Coven, please. Yeah, I'm honestly interested to see how that turns out because I feel like it's gonna be. I mean, I feel like Netflix reality TV shows in general are like messy in general. Because like, I mean, have you seen Love Is Blind? Have you seen? Oh, I watched the Trixie and Katya reacts to that one fucking like Too Hot to Handle or whatever. The one where they keep it. The concept is crazy. Like, you take a bunch of couples who have been together for a while, you separate them, and they're like, here are a bunch of like single people who are hungry for fame, and you try not to fucking cheat. And then tell me how like 3 out of the 4 guys cheated. It's crazy. Like, I feel so bad for those women who got cheated on. If that shit is just like on TV now. Claim to fame. You go on claim to fame and just like, yeah, I'm Beyonce's cousin. My name is Josh Hadid. My great aunt is Rosa Parks. Is the bus still running? I hate how stupid you are, by the way. Do you know? Do you know how I hate how stupid you are? My name is Josh Hadid. Also, I love how I'm so bad at not saving shit. Like, I am bad at not saving shit. I need to save shit more often because, oh boy. Okay. So this comes the boring part where I'm just gonna make this stuff on stream. I'm gonna make like may have to like make the frames of the PNGs. Wait, the grass wasn't fully. Ah, scheiße. Hold the phone. I gotta export that. Well, I will give Trixie and Katya. It is so easy to fall into the same fucking voice. What am I trying to say? Wait, no, the whiskers have to be a thing too. It like the same vocal stems that they do. You know, like, ooh, there ain't no other way is also like stuck in my head 24/7. My name is Bella Hadid. Just obnoxious for no reason. That's the best way I would describe that. Okay. Phew. I'm going to keep it on here for now while I create the GIF. And then we're going to plug it into OBS and see what the fuck happens. Too fast. Okay, that's too slow. That's good. I like that. Okay. Okay. I'm going to do this in studio mode so you guys aren't just staring at a black screen. Insert the image in screen. Browse. All right, let's see how this looks. Yeah, I would say that's pretty successful, honestly. Yeah, I'm into it. I think this is like super cozy, comfy vibes. I think we did something here. And in 2 hours too, honestly, like, I'm with it. Chat shows up. Okay. Let's transition back. Transition. Alrighty. That was successful. I'm glad. Like, I'm honestly glad I kind of did this on stream compared to just like off stream doing it. Because it was nice to just kind of like talk over the whole thing. And you know what, Gomez, if you're out there and you're watching this, shout out. I think you would like what we came up with here today in the end. He was only here for the sketch. He didn't get to see the end game. We have our schedule for next week. If I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it here then. It's like 9:30, close to bedtime for me. And it's been a chill kind of stream, so I am going to again say, like, if I am gonna stream Spyro, I probably won't have the stream set up and ready to go until Saturday itself. Maybe, well, I'm not leaving just yet. Gotta say goodbyes and get stuff going first. I might have the stream room up by Friday evening. Depending on how I feel post chemo. But then the plan would be, if I do stream on Saturday, it's just going to be finishing up Spyro 1, but not 100% completing it, because that's going to be for a later stream. And then on Monday, we're going to be drawing again, probably just the thumbnails for Dicey Dungeon Stardew Valley, and maybe for the second part of Spyro. And just kind of going from there, hanging out with everybody. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and we are going to actually transition to the end screen for real this time. And I'm gonna call it here. Slay Hunty work. Here's the house down, Stiva. I'm gonna call it here. Thank you guys for stopping in. If you are here for this, or if you're watching the VOD, love you too, Josh. Thank you for staying with me for so long. I really appreciate it. And love everyone else too. Thank you for stopping in. Even Gomez, you know, if you're out there, Gomez. Bye.